I want to check a story. I think you've written about this, and that is The Gambler, which turned out to be a reasonably successful concert.
Oh, yeah.
That Johnny Cash recorded the song at or about the same time, maybe the
Same day.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
And the New York Times reviewed his version of it favorably, but yours became the mega hit, maybe one of the all-time great hits.
Yeah, and I don't think it has anything to do with talent. I think at that point it's the record company. I think I may have had a stronger record company, or they needed to get a hit with me to pay for my sessions. But I think it was timely, and I think I believed in the song. I try to take people on this journey with me. And I think it's, first of all, The Gambler, Don Schlitz, who wrote that, doesn't gamble at all. He just heard those expressions, and he wrote the song, and it's a philosophy of life to him, of knowing when to get into something, when to get out of it, and when to stay completely away from it.
Do you sing Gambler every concert?
Oh, yes, that's dangerous not to do that. I think there's a group of 7 or 8 that I have to do.
Let's go down that list, the 7 or 8 that you feel you have to do.
Yeah, I think I have to do Through the Years, She Believes in Me, You Decorated My Life. I have to do The Gambler, Lucille, Lady, Islands in the Stream, and there's a couple more in there somewhere.
I've run across artists, for example, Willie Nelson. It's not a Willie Nelson concert if he doesn't sing Blue Eyes Crying.
But it's true. You know, I went to see Ray Charles, and he didn't do Georgia on My Mind, and I was mad. You know, that's what I paid for. People don't want to hear new music, and I'll tell you why. An audience has to work very hard when you do a new song. They have to say, do I like the song? Do I agree with what he says? Do I like the way he does it? You know, and by that time the song's over, and they haven't had a chance to enjoy it. When you do a hit, they become a part of the show.
Define Kenny Rodgers music for me.
I'm a country singer with a lot of other musical influences. I started out when I was 12 years old with my sister. My mother made her take me on her date because she didn't like the guy she was going with. And she made her take me, and we went to see Ray Charles. And I remember sitting there and listening to him and saying, wow, people laughed at everything he said. They clapped for everything he sang. And I thought, I want to do that. And at 12, I didn't even know I could sing. I read an article that said a tremendous amount of men decide what they want to do with their life between the ages of 12 and 15. I guess you're coming into puberty. It's like, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a fireman. I want to be this. Well, I wanted to be a musician at that point. And it was, I think, a key turning point in my life.
What makes a Kenny Rodgers song?
I've always looked for 2 types of songs. I look for, as I said, a story song that has social significance to it. Country music is the white man's rhythm and blues. It's where all the pain is. And a country song would tell you where you were on a warm summer's evening on a train bound for nowhere or in a bar in Toledo. It would take you through an experience and drop you off with a feeling. That's what they did. And I looked for those story songs that had social significance. And I also, because of my jazz training, looked for love songs that said what every man would like to say and every woman would like to hear. And if you look at Through the Years, She Believes in Me, You Decorated My Life, Buy Me a Rose, all those things, Lady, I think they all do that.
Giddy up! Access TV has the kings and queens of country for Country Music Month. All-star country concerts, deep dives with Dan Rather, daring documentaries, and exclusive digital content. Celebrate Country Music Month with all the boot-scootin' content on Access.TV.